What's going on? What's going on, my beautiful people? It's your guy, J Day. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope all is well. Love and light. Here at work, as always, on my break. Just wanted to come on and have a general conversation, pass a little time. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait for a few of you guys to come on in. And this is just a general conversation, guys. Um, for those of you guys who haven't checked out the updated video of the crib, be sure to check that out. And now I'm pretty much waiting on the estimates for the roof. That's a big deal for me. Trying to figure out how much this roof is gonna cost me. Jose, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Happy Saturday, everybody. Just on here shooting the breeze. I'm at work. Want to have a general conversation all about DR. We got the holidays and stuff coming around. Um, I wonder what you guys are doing for the holidays. Anybody going out of town, heading to DR for the holidays? That's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't spent Christmas or New Year's in Dominican Republic. I have yet to do that only because, my job, they give us this blackout dates. So we really can't travel, during blackout days start from December 15th to like January 10th or something like that. So nobody can go away during those months. Um, well, yeah, guys, I'm now that the roof is done for those of you guys. Christmas in DR is a movie. Oh man, That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Maybe next year I'll be able to swing it, but it definitely ain't happening this year. Next year for sure. And for those of you guys that would like to, make sure y'all get your tickets early. I'm talking about if you're looking to go to DR for Christmas, you should be looking to buy your tickets in like August. Only because once September hit, it's a wrap. Tickets is like almost 800, 800, $900 to fly to DR, during the holidays. So yeah, get your tickets early. That's what I would advise. And also, when you guys are coming in, I don't know about, Santo Domingo Airport and airports in Punta Cana. I can only speak for the airport in Puerto Plata. When you guys are coming at an airport and you're looking to exchange money, don't, first off, never exchange money inside the airport. They give you the lowest rate. Make sure when you're exiting out of the airport in Puerto Plata, there is a money exchange outside of the airport. Once you exit out, it will be to your left hand side, and you get a better rate. So just so you guys know, for those of you who don't know, yeah, you can exchange your money right outside of the airport. That's normally what I do. I don't exchange it all, but I exchange, maybe like $100 just to have enough money to pay, pay the people for the rental car, gas money, because they always when I get my rental car, it never comes with a full amount of gas. It always comes, damn near on E. I'll be saying to myself, I hope I can make it to the damn gas station. That's how they deliver the car to me. So I always make sure when I deliver it on E. The same way you give it to me is the same way I give it back. Yeah. So yeah, you can always, like I said, get your exchange your money right at the airport. Yeah. And also, now that the new year is coming in, guys, I'm ahead of the game, only because there is uncertainty when it comes to the price of materials going up. They always say the beginning of try to buy all your materials and stuff before the new year comes because there's no telling whether or not price of materials is going to go up. And if that is the case, I always tell you guys, yo, just add about 20% into your budget just to, because of the unknown. You know, um, in my situation, my builder's willing to work with me. He told me, he said, "Yo, you buy the materials." Let me take off my ID. I don't want everybody knowing. I don't, it's too late now. Everybody probably know where I work. But he was saying, uh, buy all of my materials now, and he will work with me, with the labor cost or whatever. I can pay in installments. But I'm the type of person, I don't work like that normally. I give you half, and then once the job is done, I give you the rest. But I already know that I'm not gonna have that money until like springtime sometime. So I'm just gonna stack my money, until I can come up with the half to pay them to get started with that. Some of you guys asked, when do I predict my house being done? Well, the way things is going, I'm looking at this time next year, I should be done. That's including the roof. Because remember, there's a lot of stuff that I still have to do, guys. Now that the whole wall is up, the next thing is the roof. After I do the roof, they already installed the pipes, as you guys can see. You can look at the video and check it out. They already installed the pipes for the plumbing. So the next thing was going to be is the roof. They're going to do the pañete, which is plastering, smoothing out the cement so that it looks like, a wall. You won't see the brick. So that will be the next thing to do. Then after that, electric, windows, flooring, and then the kitchen. The kitchen is probably going to be the last thing I do, only because I'm not living there as of yet. You know what I mean? So I want to complete the whole top. Um, and then once I'm done with the top, I'll go ahead and do the bottom, the kitchen or whatever. And then also, the my neighbor next door buying that lot next door, because what I planned on doing in the future, I'm already looking at floor plans. And for those of you guys who initially maybe wanted to build a bigger house, you know, you might have to downsize and get something a little smaller. I've been looking at floor plans. Actually, some of my viewers have been sending me some floor plans. I think the next home that I'm going to do right next door is maybe like a 62 square meter home. Nothing big, a nice little bungalow, right next door to my house so that I can manage it and Airbnb it for passive income. So I'm already talking to some architects on Fiverr that I've been in contact with, just to kind of get an idea of how much that kind of floor plan is going to cost me. You know, um, my budget. I'm really not trying to spend no more than about 40,000. So we'll see. And if it's more than what I expect, then I'm probably just gonna hold off on it. But that's my goal. When I'm done with this project, I want to start another one right next door. Do a 2 bedroom, 2 bath bungalow, um, and how I plan to do it, because I think it's cheaper when you are. I don't know if you guys can visualize what I'm talking about, but instead of doing like a traditional foundation, what I want to do is do post. I don't know if you guys ever seen like some of those houses that are on stilts, but I want to do like post. Um, that way they can drive the car under the house. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to doing a traditional foundation. I think it'll be cheaper that way, to do it that way. I gotta, go over all of this with my builder, when I go down in January, because I do plan on going down in January. As you guys know, I'm renting an apartment that I have yet to stay in, so I got to go down there, check out the apartment, do some furnishings, make it look homey and cozy and all of that. Because I do plan on Airbnb-ing it. Now that Shorty ain't there, So I want an Airbnb to get this apartment up and running so that I can Airbnb it. You know, I just rented the apartment last month and rent is already due. I'm like, damn. You know, if you faced with that situation, you gotta move fast. So yeah, I gotta get down there, furnish the apartment, make it look nice and cozy so that I can start Airbnbing it while I'm not there. To the idea is to have to let the Airbnb pay for itself, and then when you come into town, it's available for your use. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm doing with that. Um, what else is going on? Trying to think of other things going on. And then yeah, I was also, I'm always brainstorming, things that I need to do, things that I have to do, things that I want to do. Um, and as I told you guys before, my plan is to be out of here in 2 years. I give myself a 2 year plan. So what are you guys doing? For those of you guys that's looking to move to DR, like what are you doing to plan so that when you get down there, you're not looking. There's no looking back. Are you planning everything, researching schools if you got kids, medical insurance? That's very important. I think all of us should have medical insurance, even though I do with my job, and you guys might need to look into that to see if your job offers travel insurance, um, just in case for emergencies. I know my insurance company does. I mean, yeah, it is out of network, but it's always good to know these things if in case an emergency might arise. Yeah. So yeah, all those things. Even down to the car, because that's my biggest thing, guys. Um, Buying a car in Dominican Republic, or even trying to ship a car down, and I've done my research on that. It is very costly shipping the car from New York to Dominican Republic because now the vehicles have to be no more than 5 years old. Okay, back then you could just ship anything, and I'm hoping that'll change only because this is my thing. All these old cars, what are we doing? What are we doing with these old cars? Ship them to these other countries and let them make use of them. America, we already got enough junk as it is, but this is just a way for them to capitalize on us. Because like I said, prior to that, you could just send, a hoopty. It didn't matter what year, make, or model the car that you wanted to send. But now, you know, we're in 2024. It has to be a 2019 or more or higher in order to ship a car down, you know? And for me, when I get down there, I plan on living a modest life, man. I don't really need to have all of the amenities and stuff that we have here in the States. I mean, I do need my air conditioning now. That I do need, Um, and speaking of air conditioning and stuff, and I did mention that in my previous live about when it because once you start building in the house is done, you think, oh, it's all over. Nah, the next thing is to furnish it, which can be very, very costly, man, very costly. And these are the kind of things that you need to be weighing out. Is it cost effective for you to buy all your furniture and appliances here in the States, or buying it in DR? Now, one thing I will say, for me, there's two things that I must get from the States, and that's my appliances. I've already priced it out with PC Richards, and those of you that's going through that whole process, it's better to get these things now. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, President's Day sales. You buy all your appliances around this time to save you money. But one thing I will say is that when it comes to the fridge and the stove and all of that, those things I'm going to buy here. Um, Couches and stuff, we all know the quality of Dominican furniture is just no bueno. I mean, not to say that you can't get a good dining room table. Yeah, dining room table, more than likely I'm gonna have that made over there. But The couch is my main issue. Living room furniture is my main issue. A lot of you guys said that they have an Ashley Furniture store in Santiago, and then also IKEA has a furniture store. So I'm gonna have to look out for those things when I go down there. My problem is timing. I know it's not just my problem. I think we all have that issue when we're down in DR. It's like trying to get so much done in a little time, especially since, Santiago is an hour and a half, and then you got Santo Domingo is like 3 hours from Puerto Plata. So, it's like time of the essence, when you get down there. But these are the kind of things that you guys need to be researching before you even start, your construction. And it's funny because I was just scrolling through one of the Facebook groups, expat groups on Facebook, and this is something that I want to share with you guys because it is important. And I'm like, man, I'm glad I stumbled across this. One of the expats that's living down there full time, they happened to leave for 2 weeks. They left their home for 2 weeks, and then once they got back to their crib, they discovered mold all over their furniture and stuff. And it happens a lot, in hot climates. Mold breeds really, really fast. So when you are if you are expected to be leaving your home for weeks or months at a time, it's better you have somebody there to watch over your house, um, and put things in place to prevent mold buildup, because it will happen if the air is not circulating in your home. This expat took pictures, and I'm like, damn. I mean, from the walls down to the furniture, everything was molded out in their house, and they was only gone for 2 weeks. So I was reading some of the comments in the comment section. A lot of people were saying that if you plan on leaving your home for weeks at a time, one, you need to have somebody there. Two, you need to have a dehumidifier, air circulating in your home to prevent mold buildup. Because once mold starts building up on your walls, you don't want to breathe that stuff in. You breathing it in after time, you start having respiratory problems. So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Making sure that you have, even with clothes, and DR is not the place to store things. It's just not, only because of the climate. Hmm. Yeah, only because of the climate. So you got to be careful. Um, the type of stuff that you leave behind when you are going away for weeks and maybe even months at a time. Okay. Yeah. So just keep that in mind, guys. And then also, when I'm there full time, you got to ask yourself, like, what is your plans when you're there full time? I know, living in the States, we all have a routine. We all accustomed to getting up and going to work, taking care of our families, doing this, running errands, doing that. But once you're there full time, it's a total different lifestyle. Total different lifestyle. I know, talking to some expats, some of them find themselves bored after a while, because it's like, okay, how many times are you going to go to the beach a week? After that, I mean, I'm a beach bum, don't get me wrong, but I know after a while, being at the beach, it gets boring after a while. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that you're going to do to pass time, to keep yourselves busy when you're in the Dominican Republic. I know me, some of the things that I like to do. One, I already have a routine when I'm there as a vacationing. Yeah, I already have a routine. Primarily, I get up in the morning. I'm a morning person. I like to get up in the morning, go to the gym, make my smoothies, and then after I'm done at the gym, I pretty much start my day. Sometimes after the gym, I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot. So most times after the gym, I'll go straight to the beach if it's nice, if it's not raining, take me a nice swim, and then leave. And then, as I said, start my day, meeting clients, checking out properties and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what my routine is when I'm there. And then, on the weekends, I hit up different places. Um, Rio Hamal. See, a lot of you guys, y'all go down there and y'all stay for 2 and 3 weeks at a time, and all y'all stay is in the Sosua. you know, that's all a lot of you guys know is Sosua. But you got to move around. You know, I go to Rio Hamal in the summertime. The Dominican, congratulations on being monetized. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, the Dominican route. Shout out to Dominican route. Shout out to everybody that has been supportive and following my journey thus far, man. I appreciate you guys. It has been a journey to say the least, but you know, persistence and perseverance, man, will get you there. Being persistent and perseverance will get you there, man. And there's times that I felt, discouraged, but you just got to keep pushing. And I appreciate all of you guys, like I said, who's been with me from day one, man. Thank you. Um, Q-Tip Head, where's the best apartments to rent in Puerto Plata? I'm looking to spend between 500 and 700 USD. Okay, well, to answer your question, my brother, I just rented out an apartment. You can check out the video that I put out. Hey, I just rented one out in Puerto Plata for $250 a month. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, brand new apartment. And for those of you guys who haven't seen it, it's one of the recent videos that I uploaded on the channel. But if you're looking, I'll be honest with you, Q-Tip Head, $500 to $700 is a little pricey. But it all depends on how many bedrooms you're looking for. If you're looking to spend $700 for like a 3 bedroom, okay, that's something different. But if you're looking for a 1-2 bedroom, prices start anywhere from $250 and up, just so you know. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't find anything in Puerto Plata, because there's plenty of apartments out there affordable, okay? Plenty affordable apartments out there. And you go on Marketplace and check out some of the rentals, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You won't be. But and that's what a lot of you guys should be doing. For those of you guys that's been traveling out there 3 and 4 times a year, you might as well get you an apartment. You know, it saves you the headache. I mean, it's so many pros. It saves you the headache of having to look for an apartment when you already have one available. There's no telling, especially during high season. High season, it's hard to find a decent apartment in Puerto Plata, especially if you want to be in a tourist location and be where it's accessible. It's hard to find these apartments in the summertime, and that's why it's better you rent it out. That way, when you're ready, it's already there. It's no looking, it's no second guessing. 3 bedroom with AC and bedroom, 24-hour security, furnished, and washer and dryer. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. For what you're looking for, you may end up paying a little bit more, only because of the security, and then you want it fully furnished. Um, I know a friend of mine is renting a fully furnished 2 bedroom apartment. It's 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Each bedroom has ACs, and he doesn't pay utilities, and it's right near the Malecon. I'm talking about, it's a great location. Just to give you an idea, he's paying $500 a month. 500, and it's in a safe neighborhood. Um, I, I will say this to you guys. The security, you might not need security depending on where you're moving, unless you're just one of those scary people and just like, I need to have security. But in Puerto Plata is relatively safe. and you don't have to really worry about those things, especially if you living in a community where you got neighbors to your left, neighbors to your right, neighbors in front of you. Because one thing I will say, Dominican people, they watch everything. So if you worried about somebody breaking into your spot, by the time that person tries to break into your spot, police is already there waiting to catch their ass. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So don't rule that out, in terms of like security and stuff. Yeah. Uh, if you're looking for security, you might want to rent in like a Casa Linda, Playa Costumbar, those places. You know, you might want to rent in those places because those places have 24-hour security. And even for myself, all the Airbnbs I have rented over the years, I've never had security, never had to, never needed to have it. You know, the house is secure within itself. In terms of cameras and barbed wire fencing and all of that stuff. So, as long as the house is secure in that matter, I don't think you'll have a problem. Yeah. Hi, I'm in Sosua, Abajo, and it's a local neighborhood. I feel very safe. You see what I'm saying? So this is just a prime example from one of the viewers living in Sosua and Abajo and how safe they are. So just it's all about choosing the community where you want to live wisely. And I always say go there in the day and go drive by at night, just so you see what the night activity is giving. And then at that point, you make a decision in terms of whether or not you want to that rent that spot out. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, guys, you definitely need to have a plan and um, have things going on for yourself when you get down there full time. Only because you will get bored. I always say for those who are not as social, try to get more active into these expat groups, reaching out to different expats. Because I know for myself, I done I have a huge circle of expat friends and viewers that I have met on my channel, and we have all said, once everybody's down there full time, we'll take turns meeting and greeting at each other's houses. Only because, everybody's got the space to entertain and, things of that nature. So, I don't just have expat friends in Puerto Plata. I'm talking about Bani and Santo Domingo and different parts of DR. You know what I mean? So I have, made a nice a network and connection with brothers and sisters like-minded, who pretty much is on the same page as me and is doing the same kind of things, So to have that, man, is just a blessing within itself. And, we were all talking about uh, when we're down there, we chartering trips, because that's the thing. Like on the weekends, we all get together and rent the bus and go, let's just say to Freakolandia or um, Rio One. I think it's Rio One. Yeah, you know, getting together and doing meet and greets on the weekends. And building a solid brother and sisterhood, no matter what walk of life you may be from, Yeah. Mm. I'm reading some more of these comments. Last time I was there, I saw new apartments up off Highway 5. Are they ready yet? Well, when was the last time you was there? How long ago was that? Because I was there actually last month, just for a short time, but I didn't pass by Highway 5, so I can't tell you, but I can always find out, for my partner. But that's one thing. Apartments are being built up all over Puerto Plata, man, all over. And now what I'm noticing is that a lot of these developers are making these apartments smaller only because, they're trying to make more money. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make more money. So they're making them almost similar to like New York style, crawl spaces. Before, they give you a lot of closet space for your clothes, and stuff. But now they're making them like crawl spaces and charging, 150, 160,000 per unit, And this is one of the reasons why I always say, like, even for me, guys, yeah, it has been a journey with me building this home. I anticipated having it done faster than I thought. But in my situation, the initial builder that I had got over on me only because I'm thinking the size of my home is a certain size. And when the new builder came in, he's like, nah, this is a huge construction here. So basically, my old builder made a bigger construction to make more money out of me. And this is why I got stuck, with a bigger home. But I was mad in the beginning, but it is what it is now. Hey, I got a bigger house, and if I decide to sell it in the future, I'll get top dollar for it. And this is another thing about constructions and stuff, guys. When you're looking for a builder, you pay for what you get. I tell a lot of y'all that you pay for what you get. One, and two, the prices that you thought constructions are going for now, it's not what you think. I have one viewer, and this is somebody that I've been talking to from day one. Does the house have mold issues? I'm going to get to that, Graham Hughes, in a minute. Not my house. No, I don't have mold issues. But if you're leaving your house unattended for a while with no air circulating, mold will accumulate. Well, what I was saying about this viewer, cool guy, solid dude, we started around the same time. Well, I started my construction before him. What was holding him back is the fact that he was waiting on his paperwork. Now that he finally got his paperwork, he's looking to build a 2 apartments. Start with 2, right, and then stack. Just like my house. You guys see the video. I started with the bottom. Now I'm doing the top. So basically, he wants to do the same thing. So my builders quoted him. I'm just telling you guys, just so you guys know, okay? I'm not exactly sure of the size of the construction, but I'm just going to tell you how many bedrooms and baths and what he wants. So he wants 2 apartments side by side, 2 baths, 2 bedrooms in each apartment, and then a huge driveway that fits 6 cars. Okay, so initially they gave him a quote on just the foundation. He thought the foundation included the wall. I don't know how would you think the foundation includes the wall? Because they'll tell you foundation is foundation, wall is wall. So he said, okay, I need a price quote on how much it's going to cost me to do the foundation, the wall, and the roof. We're just talking about the structure, guys. Just the structure, foundation, wall, and roof. My builders quoted him on that. Foundation, wall, and roof, just the structure, 170,000 USD. This is what they quoted him. Okay. Now, he's like, oh, when they told him that, he's like, I can go to Punta Cana and get 2 apartments for that price. No, you can't. No, you can't. And see, you guys have to keep this in mind. You cannot compare Punta Cana to Puerto Plata. You cannot compare the two. It's 2 different cities. Punta Cana is 7 hours on the other side. Different demographics. The price of everything is different. You cannot compare those 2 cities. You understand? And I told them, I said, listen, at where I'm at now, you guys have to understand. I started my construction almost 3 years ago. March of 2025 will make 3 years. Okay. Now, prices for materials and labor has gone up. The price of labor has gone up 20% since then. Okay. And we're not just talking about materials here. We're talking about materials and labor. So right now, all in, with what I'm doing, including the roof on top and all of that stuff. Maya, What happened? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, including the roof and all of that stuff. I'm already 160,000 in. So anybody coming in after me, I mean, this is what you're gonna pay. And I'm not saying that you can't find cheaper labor, in which that's going to be hard. I'm not saying that you can't find it, but it's becoming hard in between to find that. And if you're looking for cheaper labor, you have to go to cities that are not as populated as Puerto Plata. Non-tourist cities is where you're going to find cheaper labor. You see what I'm saying? And for those of you saying, "Oh, well, I might as well just get them from that city and bring them to Puerto Plata," how much do you think it's going to cost for them to travel back and forth? How much do you think it's going to cost to house them? And all of that, you know? So it's better to just find somebody locally, because take it from somebody who's done all of this. You know, I've been trying to save as much money as I can possibly save. That's the idea when you're building the house. But you eventually you start getting frustrated. One, two, you encounter meeting people that say they're gonna meet up with you, and then you're ready to meet up with them, and they're nowhere to be found. You know, mind you, you got a time limit here. Before you know it, you're back on the plane to get back to the States, you know? So these are the kind of things that I have encountered, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Let me just find the person with the best deal, and I'll just go from there, you know? But yeah, this is his situation. So he's gonna be there for 3 months, and I'm like, I try to help people as much as I can, and I get it. Everybody's trying to save money, and we don't all have that kind of money. But this is what I advised him. I said, okay, if you can't afford the 170, right? Do what you can do. Do what you can do. And I advise all of you guys this: if you can't afford to do what you want, do what you can do. And once that's done, you figure it out. You make it happen. You know, I say it all the time. I didn't have $170,000, 160, I'm sorry, $1,000 up front to do all of what I did. I did this shit within a 3 year span over time. Every time I got a lump sum of money, that's where the money went to. It went to my project. You know, I did what I could do when I can. I'm not. I didn't, get myself all worked up and stressed out. Oh, I don't have the money. No, no, I did what I could do when I could do it, and this is the result of it. You know, so sometimes you're gonna have to make certain sacrifices to get certain things done. You know, but I will tell you, in the words of Bo Rakes, shout out to Bo Rakes, he always said it. Sometimes when you try to save money, you end up spending more money. You know, so you pay for what you get. You pay for what you get. I say it all the time. Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much my plan, guys. I got a 2 year plan here. I'm working really hard to try to get everything done with this house. And I'm just working on what different things that I need to do to generate income while I'm there. You know, your mindset should be like a Dominican. You ask a Dominican, "Oh, what is it that you do for a living?" They'll tell you, "I do this, I do that, I do this." That way, when money ain't coming in over here, you got money coming in over there. Especially for those of us who are living on a fixed income, mainly those who are only depending on Social Security and don't have any other sources coming in, 401ks and pensions and things of that nature. You really need to set a foundation for yourself now, so that once you get down there, you got things going for yourself. The last thing you want is to end up back where you came from. I say it all the time. All the time. So, continue putting all your ducks in a row, planning, writing things out, talking to people, getting active in these expat groups. I can't say that enough, guys. And if you guys want to know what expat groups to join, reach out to me via email, taylorjayson01@gmail.com. I'm in a few of them. I'm in some on WhatsApp. I'm in some on Facebook, and we all, share different information, things that I don't know everything. I'm not a Dominican DR expat expert. I'm just not. So there's a lot of things that I don't know. And what I do know, I try to share with you guys and vice versa. This is what we're here for, to share information so that we can help each other navigate through this. One of the things that I'm really big on. I love my people's from the South, so I enjoy turnip greens, collard greens, kale, and all of those things. I had just posted in the expat group. One of my people sent me some collard green seeds. So I was saying, I can't wait to plant them, in my yard. And one of the expats sent me, information on how to grow collard greens, and it was just basically saying that the collard greens will grow very well up there in the mountains where I'm at, in the mountainous region. So I said, okay, good. So, and we were all just talking about different vegetables and stuff that we cannot access. And one of the things that I know for a fact, I know specifically in Puerto Plata, I can tell you, we don't have access to kale, collard greens, turnip greens, those things I haven't seen. They're very limited on green leafy vegetables, and this is why I've said previously, for people who are looking to tap into the agriculture industry, this might be ideal for some of you guys. Only because, as y'all know, the expat community is growing, and there's a lot of us that do enjoy these things. So not to have them not being there is definitely going to be a need for it. And not just that, we're introducing these different vegetables to the Dominican culture, so it could be a win-win. It could definitely be a win-win, but I'm going to try it out at home to see what fruits and what vegetables do well. And then at that point, who's to say? I already have a buddy that has an agriculture business out in DR. Is he doing anything with it now? He don't went so far for him not to do anything with it. But I'm telling you guys for a fact, I know it can work. I know it can work. So just make sure you do your brainstorming and, like I said, writing things down, keeping a log of all the things that you need to do, you want to do, you got to do. And as I said, make social media your best friend. These expat groups. I have met a lot of influential brothers and sisters on here that have helped me when I needed things. And it's important because you never know when you're going to be faced with a situation, and if you don't have anybody to call, what are you going to do? So you have to keep that line of communication open, especially for those that are not sociable, don't like to talk. You got to get out there and step outside of your comfort zone, for sure. But yeah, guys, I'm about to end this live. I was 42 minutes in. As y'all see, I didn't even get a chance to eat all my food. But yeah, guys, I will be doing a live tomorrow, part 2 with Joseph and this brother. We've been talking about it, and this is something that I think you guys might need to hear, because it's a great investment, man. And what he's doing is definitely innovative. And he just sent me, because when he sent it to me, I said, "You got something. You got something. You got something." And then no sooner than that, the Marriott Hotel is trying to do the same thing. I said, look at here. He said, "Jay, you was right." Yeah, I'm right. So what he plans on doing, he bought a 3 acres of land out in Bani, Dominican Republic. You guys can check it out on the map. And what he plans on doing on his land is doing campgrounds, luxury campgrounds. We're talking about, he it's called glamping. Luxury tents with all the amenities in them, pool on grounds, and he's doing tiny homes. He's doing a whole resort over there. And I told him, I said, "Bro, I want dibs. I want in. I want in. Whatever, so, and he's giving, people like you and I an opportunity to invest in his resort out in Bani. So for those of you who are looking to make some investments in Dominican Republic, you might need to tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 1. Guys, I appreciate all the love and support. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for getting me monetized, man. It's been a journey, to say the least. And I appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to hit the like, hit the share, and subscribe. And be sure to tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Don't miss tomorrow's interview. You guys won't be disappointed. Thanks again, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Peace and love always, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Take care.